It's the Bro Show. It's Lucas and Jacob.
Hi, bros.
Welcome
Nay.
back. You say nay?
Yeah.
Horse girl.
I thought of it because I was going to say hey, but then I thought, why not say nay to be a little bit cocky?
Oh,
I'm guessing
true.
someone laughed.
Oh, that's true. Let's just say nay.
Yeah, it's fun to try new things.
Howdy.
Yeah. That whole thing.
So if I seem depressed or anything, I do want to announce, I know I shouldn't probably announce this publicly, but I'm sober from caffeine.
Oh, okay. When you were doing that announcement, I was like, I don't know. You didn't seem depressed today, but what's happening?
No, I mean, like, I'm not on caffeine, so this is the first time you guys are seeing me without it.
How has it been?
I quit 1 week ago, so I'm 1 week and I'm past the headaches and all of that, and I feel just normal. That's it. That's the reason why I even quit caffeine, because I was talking to Jacob about it one time, and I realized I don't even get the effects of caffeine, so why am I even addicted to it?
Yeah.
It just seems like a pointless addiction. Whereas you say you still get like the excitement, the energy from it.
Yeah, it seems like most of the time when I drink coffee, it does give me energy, yeah.
Yeah, whereas for me, and then I realized that even when I first started drinking coffee, all it did was make me feel sick. And then I just thought I had to drink coffee because I thought that's just what you had to do in society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does kind of seem like that, definitely.
But I'm quitting. Let's see how many days I can go.
Oh yeah, so that's what my question is. Is this like more of like I'm gonna do it for a month and just to like prove to myself I don't need it, or do you think it's more of like a indefinitely you're quitting coffee?
I think I'm just gonna not have any caffeine for a month, no pop, anything, and just see what I feel like. Because what if I become like, you know what I mean? What if I become like this god, this like person who's so zen? Like, what if that becomes my whole new vibe? I'm a guru.
It could happen.
What if I turn into like a Hillary Duff type energy? That's what I'm hoping for.
She's like a guru person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to not have any caffeine for a month. And then after that, I'll just see what happens. But I don't think I'll ever drink coffee every day. But I'll definitely have it every now and then, like if I need a boost, even though I just said it just made me feel sick and never gave me a boost. But I love Diet Coke so much. That's the hardest part. It's not even coffee, Diet Coke.
That's something that like I would be okay. So coffee, I'm willing to like ponder on never drinking it again. But something that I'm really willing to ponder on never drinking again is Diet Coke, because well, this is for sure true. Diet Coke is actually bad for you. Whereas like coffee, like let's just think about it. It's beans, it's from the ground. Like, just thinking about it in that way, okay, it's probably good for you. But then Diet Coke is a bunch of chemicals. So I'm just gonna assume like somehow if you drink it every day, it does something bad. Maybe not major, but minor.
Oh, yeah. I remember this one guy on TikTok. I don't even know if he had any credentials to back himself up, but he made it seem like Diet Coke isn't bad for you at all. He was like, you guys, the studies is on aspartame, however you pronounce that word, the artificial sweetener. They said they use so much that a human would never consume that much. And that's what gave the rats cancer or whatever happened to them. They're saying that's not going to happen if you just drink a Diet Coke every day. So I wanted to believe that, man.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I just don't know if I could give up having Diet Coke when you go out to a restaurant. Like, and if they give a lemon, that is like a whole new level of bliss that I almost feel like life wouldn't be worth living if you don't have that every now and then.
Oh, yeah. So that's something that I'd probably always do. But I guess I would think about maybe stop drinking it every single day.
Oh, yeah. Every day it's probably good not to have pop every day.
Yeah. It's not even about like, oh, there's caffeine in Diet Coke. It just, something about it just like, when you have it, it's just like, whoa.
I know, and it is
because those chemicals go into your brain and do something.
Literally, and it is embarrassing asking at the restaurant for a Diet Coke with lemon, because doesn't that feel like you're kind of trying to be bougie? Gives the vibe that you're being like this rich kid in a 90s movie or something, like wearing a suit.
Oh,
Richie rich.
It does kind of get the vibe of like you like just on the big paycheck and you want to show people.
I know, and I feel bossy being like, I want a Diet Coke with lemon, because then they're like, I have to cut up a lemon. Like, I know they're probably already pre-sliced at the bar, but it just seems like a big ask. So I feel like I only ever do that if somebody else at the table ordered before me and ordered a Diet Coke with lemon, then I feel comfortable. But being the first one to ask for that is, cause I'm just always scared the waiter's gonna look at me and just be like, okay, this isn't the White House. This isn't the Buckingham Palace.
And they're going to say no.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be so red-faced and ashamed.
But from my experience, they never act like it's like a big deal. Has that been
they literally never have acted like it's a big deal. It's just this irrational fear. But would everywhere give you a lemon? Like, I'm wondering, even if you go to Chili's, like, will they give you a lemon?
Oh, well, there was like fast food places that would even give you a lemon.
Wait, really? Oh, I know you can get your own.
Sonic and In-N-Out.
Oh, damn. So I gotta start taking advantage of this more.
So, yeah, I feel like every restaurant would, but I don't know, like, would McDonald's probably wouldn't.
I feel like they don't even have a lemon back there. There would be no fresh produce back there.
That's what I thought, but maybe they do lemon slices and, like, their lemonade.
Yeah. I feel like they would add, like, a powder that's like a lemon.
Oh, that's
a lemon flavoring at McDonald's.
Because I was going to say, I've noticed that some Diet Cokes taste like lemon just in the beginning with no lemon added. So I kind of feel like there's some soda machines where they just add lemon to the other drinks because it adds a good zest.
But if you're at a McDonald's type place that doesn't have physical lemons, just doing 75% to 80% Diet Coke, the rest lemonade, that also hits to a whole new level.
Oh, Minute Maid?
Yeah, they add the Minute Maid to top it off and you will be golden.
Whenever you see the Minute Maid, you think of the Lotto lyric.
Pussy dripping like Minute Maid?
Something like, juicy Minute Maid, but I don't F around with Minute Man. Like if they come in a minute, I don't F around with them.
Oh, I love how she just threw that out there.
Probably for the rest of my life when I see Minute Maid, I'll think of that lyric. Just funny.
I know, I feel like rap music has kind of sexualized a lot of juices. Because I know something about a high C. Tyga saying she's going to suck me like a high C. It's like, can we just leave the high C out of it?
Yeah. So now whenever you drink a high C, you just think of Tyga saying
Tyga
that.
like being all, you're going to suck it like a high C. It's like, just let me drink my high C, Tyga. Why is he always trying to sexualize me? Just me.
Because you're like, no one really drinks high C anymore except you.
I know, it's just me he's sexualizing. And no one's talking about it.
Yeah, so, but this is like the 5th or 4th day you said?
It'll be a week tomorrow. So I don't feel any side effects or anything. I don't think I was addicted enough to to have it be that miserable. I was just a 1 cold brew a day type person. I wasn't like a 4 cup a day and having them around the clock. It was just 1 in the morning and that's it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see if I just feel the same, and I basically do, so I feel like there's no point in me drinking it.
Yeah, because basically coffee would make you stay awake, and then people say it has benefits of productivity and focusing, but you're still being productive, so.
And I did see something where there's no way to actually figure it out, but there's a correlation with caffeine consumers and not having dementia. But they say they don't it doesn't mean caffeine prevents dementia. It's just one of those things where they lump all these studies together and they don't know if it proves anything, but there is a correlation.
Between people that drink caffeine and not getting dementia?
Yeah, maybe it keeps your brain so twirling around so hard that you just don't get dementia, you know?
Oh, okay. Talking about caffeine, this brings up, it was in 2020 when I would go on TikTok daily just for about 30 minutes or something. This is what scared me about caffeine. So, yeah. So my caffeine history, just 1 coffee a day. If I really think about effing around my life, sometimes 2 cups, but barely. Sometimes if I really think about effing it around, it's let's do a Celsius instead of a coffee.
You really just want to fuck it up.
I know, yeah. So probably probably every day is under 200 milligrams for sure, but maybe some days would be over that. I don't know. But I saw this TikTok, this guy that said he had this one type of disease, illness, or whatever, where he lost feeling in parts of his body. His body was always tingling, and it's because he drank, I guess, well, I don't know if it's for sure, but one of the reasons why it could be happening is because he had 3 energy drinks a day or something.
Oh, so he was doing above 600 milligrams.
Yeah, so if you had 3 Celsiuses, that would be 600 milligrams.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so if you do really over consume caffeine, it seems there can be some lifelong effects. But I'm assuming most people don't.
I know, like,
drink
do you
that
think if
much.
he cuts it out, like 1 year later, will the feeling come back? Because that would suck being like, I literally can't feel my feet because of Celsius.
I think it was a forever. He was saying that it wasn't like a temporary
Oh my
thing.
God.
And
So is he just saying like, y'all like be careful with the energy drinks?
No, but energy drinks. But I think he was also talking about, like, I've never taken this, but if you do like pre-workout every day, then you drink a coffee and an energy drink. The pre-workout's like, I don't know, 100 to 200 or something, and then coffee or something. But yeah, I think he was kind of talking about pre-workout, like, but then also energy drinks is all that.
I remember when I was like years ago when I had a personal trainer. This was like 10 years ago. I used to have pre-workout because my trainer told me to take it, and that was so much fun. You literally feel drunk. I don't know what was in it. It was just one that he recommended me to get at GNC. It's just a legal place. But like when I drove to the gym drinking that blasting music, it felt like I was like, what would be the point of ever doing coke, doing heroin? Like, you don't need it. Just do pre-workout.
No, that's what's like, I like fully believe what you're saying, because if you're not used to these energy drinks, I haven't done pre-workout, but even like a Celsius, if I haven't had one in a while and then I have one, I swear people can say, all caffeine does is make you awake or something, but I don't believe that. I feel like if you aren't used to caffeine and then you have it like more than you're used to, it does some like you were saying, like it does some shit to your brain. Like you could be like driving in the country, but you feel like you're at like a club at 11 o'clock at night.
I know. You don't need anyone else there.
I know, like you just and it could even just be like slow music, but you just get in this vibe of like lights, camera, action.
I know, that's actually the vibe of caffeine sometimes. Lights, camera, action. And
yeah, but
so obviously I'm going to have it from time to time to experience that. But then again, I just said it didn't affect me. So I feel like I'm very all over the place.
Well, okay.
But this is part of recovering from addiction, is not knowing what is true and what isn't.
Well, what I was going to say was I could like relate to this. Coffee for sure doesn't hit as hard as these energy drinks and
that's
stuff.
True.
So you just said like pre-workout, like did shit. So I feel like
also,
from my experience, like energy drinks do way more than coffee.
Yeah, who even knows what else was in that pre-workout? They have like other ingredients that are supposed to boost you. So.
Oh, that's true. Maybe there's like, yeah.
Just Adderall.
Maybe.
I'm like ashamed of us because last week when the news had recently dropped, now it's kind of old news. We didn't even discuss Lana Del Rey. She's not a single woman anymore. Can we even say Lana Del Rey? Does she have a new last name? Is it Lana Del Alligator?
I know.
Lana Del Louisiana?
We don't even know because has she even like publicly talked about it? Like I don't think so, right? On
I think
Instagram
kind of. I think she said that. I saw an article this morning when I wanted to research the whole thing, and there was a quote that she said he is her one and only, the alligator man from Louisiana. I didn't know this. They met in 2019 when she went on one of his little swamp tours. He does tours like showing alligators and swamps, in Louisiana.
That, yeah.
She went on one of those tours, and people are pretty sure that's where she met him.
So then he was giving the tour, and then somehow they started like chatting, and then like maybe they swapped each other's numbers or something.
Yeah, and then it said that they've been spotted throughout the years, but then again, around that was in 2019, and I swear after 2019 she was dating like this cop from Oklahoma. So like I feel like maybe he was a little side person because she was fully dating a cop, right, from Oklahoma.
That's what I know of. Yeah,
the guy who she made the billboard about.
Oh yeah, because I think it was Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, because she did
and
a whole
there was a billboard in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and people were saying like that's funny because that's where her ex.
Oh yeah, it was shade to him. So like every time he drove to work, you'd have to see his ex's face and lights on the billboard.
Yeah.
So she did that, but now she's with the alligator man, and I just hope she's happy. I hope she signed a prenup. I don't want Lana's fortune to be swindled by this Louisiana man to make what if this is all one big thing? He thinks, okay, I'm going to make the Disneyland of alligators down here. Like, I just need a little bit more money. And now he's marrying Lana. We've all been streaming her albums. He's going to use that money to make the Disneyland of alligators. Like, I just hope it's actually love.
What is like the vibe anyway on the day to day? Is it like they're actually with each other every day? Or is it more the vibe of like Lana Del Rey's like, oh, like I have work to do. And he's like, oh, I also have work to do. And like they low-key only see each other 3 days out of the month. Or is it actually like a traditional marriage, you know?
I think since they've got married 2 weeks ago or whenever it was, I think they've been together since, because she said another thing saying like, you guys, like these people keep flying drones around our house, like just stop. She said they threw drones They flew drones through the windows of the house. It's like, that is too far.
Wait, what?
Like, I don't know if she was just exaggerating or what, but I'm pretty sure that was the quote. But also, I saw a photo of both of them outside a gas station sitting down. They were just sitting down on the cement, you know?
She reminds me so much of someone that like purposely turns her life into art. And I feel like she actually does do stuff that she wants to do, and like she probably does really like this guy, but it just something about like her in the past few years. It just reminds me of so much of like turning your life into art by like doing stuff and then writing music or something, or getting inspired from it.
Because it's just funny because since he's a Louisiana alligator tour man, she probably, I feel like in her mind, she would assumed like you sit outside on the cement outside a gas station. So I picture them going to a gas station and she's like, okay, let's sit down on the cement. This is what you do. And he's like, I don't do that. But like she wants it. That's her version of like, that's the stereotype she has for him. And like you said, she was creating this album about Louisiana or something, let's just say. So she's like, no, we have to like authentically like sit outside the gas station on the cement and like
then how does
smoke
it
cigarettes.
Work? Like one of her fans just randomly was there to take a photo of it. Or is it actually kind of planned?
Like, I mean, she said that there is like there's like a couple or something that is, they're connected to the paparazzis or something, and they've been stalking them. And she's like, can you guys just leave us alone?
Oh, so then they'd always get photos of them everywhere.
Yeah, sitting outside the gas stations and stuff.
That is okay. Yeah, that is funny because I wonder how that did go down. The whole thing.
It's just funny. She went from when we first ever heard about her, like she was singing about the Hamptons, JFK, like this whole fantasy of this East Coast upper echelon vibe. But now she's in Louisiana in the swamp. Like, you know, she's always evolving.
I know. Yeah, she's always on to the next thing.
I know. And that's probably because imagine if, she was still doing that whole vibe. Like she would be bored of it. We'd be bored of it. But now we're going to get a Louisiana album out of it. I love how I'm pretending her actual life is all for us. Like it's all for the album she's going to make for us.
That's what it seems like. But we could be totally wrong.
No, but I'm excited to get this alligator type album.
The thing about it though is that like this whole like a trajectory like actually makes sense. Like it wasn't just random. Like if you look at her like work over the past few years, like I would say like Norman fucking Rockwell, like that was kind of like a transition, I would say, to like when she was gonna become more like folk or like cunt. I don't know the correct terms, but that I would say is like the transition. Yeah, if you've been listening to every album, it's not like this is a random one day she's a Louisiana girl. Yeah, she did like she had the New York album, Born to Die, like, you know, upper echelon East Coast socialite. Then she did more California core stuff. Then she moved to the Midwest. Now she's going down to the South. She hasn't really done the South yet, or did she? Like the farthest she went down to the South was, I guess she did do Arkansas because she pronounced it Arkansas. Yeah. So that's like down there. So she's been in like, this has been in her wheelhouse for a while now. Yeah. So what we said probably might not even be, it might just be natural. Like she actually just, like my vision of Lana is she is such an artist, like you said, that even like her marriage and stuff is for like the art, which is technically for us. So everything is for us. Yeah. So I just wanted to, you know, acknowledge that Lana's married. When you Elizabeth Grant. When you said we haven't talked about this and it was too late, I thought you were going to mention how Anna Delvey got kicked out of Dancing with the Stars. I don't have it in my topic list because I don't know like the full story, but all I know is that she got kicked off and she kind of shaded everyone. Oh, what did she say? That's the thing is I didn't do any research, but I just like saw like she's like F y'all. Oh, she just kind of said like I don't need you guys and stuff. I think something like this. No, wait, on TV on Dancing with the Stars. I'm exaggerating this for sure, but something happened where she kind of like just said like I don't even care. Oh, okay. But it kind of sucks she got kicked off. I know, I know that they always say you call in and vote, but I thought it was a thing where they would rig it so she'd be on at least halfway through the season because somebody like us, we would never watch Dancing with the Stars. We still didn't watch, but, maybe we would have watched if she was on it. But if she's kicked off episode 2, immediately stop recording it, never watch again, block that whole channel. Wait, so that's making me believe that, yeah, like you said, I would just believe it's rigged, but I guess I didn't think about this till you brought it up, but it's definitely not rigged because she was probably, I'm just gonna say top 5 of the people there that was making the most news. So who else is for sure not rigged? Who else is even on it? I haven't heard about anyone else. I'm sure there's somebody, but
Like
wait, I'm gonna try. Let's try to think if we can. We need. To
I
know,
mean, the
we
thing is,
know
I don't-
one person on it, right?
I feel like I only know like one person every couple of years. Because like like last year wasn't Ariana from Vanderpump on it. Like I knew about that. But I'm sure if we looked through the list, we'd recognize the people. But I haven't heard it. They haven't hit my algorithm. Only Anna Delvey, and she lost the star of the show. She's back at house arrest with her ankle bracelet.
I know.
At least she has more time to create art. Isn't she like selling art to these socialites for like $20,000 a piece?
Yeah, but didn't she like create that in prison? So that kind of makes it more like.
Oh, that is cool.
So I kind of get like buying it for that much. It was made in prison.
Oh yeah, if I was a billionaire, I'd be like, I need an Anna Delvey piece for the dining room.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
and if she said like I painted this in prison, like it just
Oh, the scammer painted it in the jail cell.
it just makes it more like magical.
I know. She better have made a lot of art in there, or should she technically lie?
That's what I was
Like
kinda
she
thinking.
she paints something today, but says this was painted at Rikers Island in the cell.
Well, I guess you could say it was inspired by Rikers Island in the cell.
Oh my God! Speaking of Rikers, we just watched a whole movie about it. Basically, the Joker.
Oh, because
That's where they're going the whole time, right? He's in prison in the island off the New York coast.
oh yeah, I guess we watched the movie. Obviously, he was in prison, but I didn't know it was Rikers Island.
They never actually said that,
but
but I
it
just
would be
assumed because it's
it
an
was
island.
New York. Well, so it was like basically it's a recreation of New York City. Like it's like Gotham City, but I think it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
another type of New York City in another universe.
Oh, I think people call it just Gotham City, but is that from the Joker? Because remember one time I was going
Oh
to do
wait,
this.
people call New York City Gotham City.
Yeah, they just already do.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know what
I'm
it's
assuming
for.
they do from the like the superheroes, right?
I don't know, because I remember I was going to take this online writing class, and it was from Gotham Workshop. So I was like, and it was all about New York.
Oh, so
We should figure this out now.
Okay, because that actually is
So
crazy.
I know the New Yorkers are pissed. They're saying, what? And they're going to leave a mean comment. We're going to figure out why it's called Gotham City.
The nickname Gotham for New York City has multiple meanings. This is just on Google AI, if you're wondering. The Middle Ages. Okay, so we don't even need. Should I actually say why it's from
It's
the Middle
not
Ages?
from the Joker.
Yeah, so it's not from the Joker. But then also, I guess it can be multiple things because this AI thing is saying it's also from Batman, which like. So the term Gotham has been associated with the Batman. In businesses.
I know, 'cause when you-
Gotham Center of New York history. The Gotham Center of New York history is a place. So it's like it's way deeper than just like Batman and stuff. But I literally didn't know that. But you knew that.
I just knew it because of that writing class.
That's crazy.
But-
That's funny.
But when we saw this movie, The Joker, I felt proud of myself because I'm not trying to say I'm better than any other Gaga fan, but I've seen every Gaga movie in theaters.
Oh,
There's
every single
There's
one.
only been 3, but
But still,
I saw A Star Is Born in theaters. We both saw House of Gucci in theaters, and now Joker.
Do a
and you know what?
ranking.
What'd you say?
Do a ranking.
And we saw The Joker on Thursday before the Friday it came out. Like, we are really Gaga fans.
I know.
Neither of us have even seen The Joker 1. Apparently, this is a sequel.
I just remember in I think it was 2019, a new Joker came out in 2018. I'm like, that was so hyped up. I remember everyone was talking about it. I never watched it though.
After watching this one, though, I would never watch another Joker movie because this one at least had Lady Gaga. That was the only part I liked. Do you know what I mean? Like, if she's not in the other ones, I'm not watching them.
But I was just gonna say, out of all these superheroes and stuff, the one that I would picture, I would think is like the most interesting is the Joker, just because he looks like a clown. He seems like he actually has a personality. So like, I haven't watched any of them except the Lady Gaga one, but like, he is kind of intriguing to me still.
Yeah, he's just like this little killer person. Like, isn't the whole thing he's like just a sociopath, but we're supposed to feel bad for him or something? He's like, yeah, I murdered my mom. And I haven't seen the other movies. Maybe he was justified in murdering his mom, but then he's like, yeah, I murdered these people on the bus. Like,
and then he admits to like it wasn't two personalities, it was just him.
oh yeah.
So,
and then,
but I don't know what the other movies go into.
and then
but-
Lady Gaga's character was,
Well, I guess she literally does this in the movie, but it reminds me of those like usually I just see guys do this that pose with a gun to like a fake just like putting your hand in the gun signal and stuff. It just reminds me of those people.
I know her character the whole movie is just like she thinks like guns are so cool and starting stuff on fire and Yeah, like Jacob said, the first time you even see her, she puts a fake gun to her head and pretends to blow her head off, which I think is a reference to something the Joker did in the first movie, but I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I only liked it because of Lady Gaga. Other than that, I was kind of just bored because it was a musical, but it was usually like with musicals, it sort of seems like the song is like moving the story forward, where these songs were kind of just random. You know what I mean? Like the song would just kind of be recapping what just happened in a way.
Yeah, so like usually when like a movie gets such bad reviews, I'm like, oh, I still want to watch it, and sometimes I do like it, but this one like got bad reviews, as you may know, and like it kind of after when I was watching, I was kind of like, I kind of understand why it got such bad reviews.
Oh yeah, I was bored. I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted there to be more Lady Gaga. Like, just wasn't. I don't know.
But like you were saying with the musical, like I'm used to these musicals where it seems like it's actually like meant to be a musical and the music actually guides you through the movie. Was these songs kind of felt like someone filmed a movie and then just picked every 10 minutes we're going to add a song that kind of goes with the theme of the movie during that 10 minutes.
And I know it's literally called The Joker, but I was under the impression that Lady Gaga would be the only one singing. So then when more than half of it was the guy singing, I was like, okay, why am I even here? You know what I mean? It's like, I came to watch Lady Gaga sing. And also it's like, why did they even make a Joker musical movie? Because then it's so funny because whenever they make a musical movie nowadays, in the trailer to promote the movie, they never reveal it's a musical because they know nobody wants to watch a musical. But it's like, why are we still making musicals then?
I know. Why do they always keep it a secret? It just is like the biggest form of manipulation.
I know, wasn't that the thing for the Mean Girls movie last year? Like they were trying to hide it was a musical. Like I swear, Renee Rapp, she was not allowed to say the word musical in any interviews promoting it.
Even Wonka. Like,
oh yeah, they did that.
That's a musical I like really enjoyed. But even with that, during all the promotion, I swear they hid that shit.
I know, but it's like, why do they still put money into musicals if they have to hide it so much and gaslight people to go?
Because they know maybe it is like people do like them, but people don't want to go to a musical. But once you're at one, it's like, I actually do like it. It's one of those things,
because that actually is how it was with Wonka. If I was thinking of Willy Wonka the musical, Timothy Chalamet, I was like, ugh. But then when you're actually there and you're watching the musical, you're like, I love this. So maybe that they know that they have to gaslight you and you will like it.
No, yeah, that's what I kind of think it is. Like people are just against musicals in this society, but they do like them, so they have to gaslight people.
And I loved the Mean Girls musical. I swear for like 1 week after that, I was obsessed with Renee Rapp. It's now faded.
What was the song? My name is Regina George.
And I am the massive deal. I still listen to that every now and then.
You do?
Meet the Plastics, it's called. That's the track if you want to listen.
That's funny.
But that musical was good. But this one, it just didn't hit as much.
Yeah, it's like kind of funny even like it's kind of funny even giving a review and we don't even know anything about the Joker. We only know what Lady Gaga is.
But they brought Gaga in for some reason. Margot Robbie used to be the person, but they replaced her with Gaga to bring people like us in. They wanted our demographic in, so then we didn't. I liked it for her, and she did do a makeup look at the end, which was kind of fun. Like they literally showed her use like House Beauty Labs. I don't know if it was House Beauty Labs, but I'm assuming she did like the Harley. She did a whole get ready with me moment. Remember that part where she did the Harley Quinn makeup?
Yeah.
And then she kept saying in the movie to the Joker, we're going to build a mountain. It's like, boo, what? Like, you're going to build a mountain? Maybe that goes deeper in the Joker lore. Is that something that you would know as a Joker fan? Like, what's the meaning to that? She kept saying, once you get out of prison, we're going to build a mountain and we're going to live in a mountain. It's like, girl, what? You're not going to build a mountain.
One of the funniest parts of the movie, because I don't, like something about this scene felt so like overdone or like just so bad. I don't know why. But the sex scene. For some reason when that scene was happening, I was like, something about this sex scene just isn't working.
I know, it was like a 10-second thing and it's like she got no pleasure from that. Like it was just also not even trying to be a pervert, but there was nothing was showing. It just wasn't it. Like, where were her boobs? I'm just kidding. But, like, literally, they were both fully clothed. I don't even know how intercourse was happening.
And when you're the Joker, you can do anything.
So that's our Joker review.
Yeah, well, very, we want to become film critics.
Yeah, we know a lot about cinema.
Yeah. So the other day, I was on a run. And I ran past someone. And their dog started barking at me.
Like their dog was on a walk with them on a leash?
Yes. What do I do when that happens?
Wait.
No, but so yeah, the dog started barking at me, and then the owner was like, "You can't catch him. You won't be able to get him. He's on a run. We're on a walk." But then it just made me think like it's so funny and interesting how it's so normalized to talk to your dogs like they're humans. Like, because she said something like, "You won't be able to catch him. He's on a run. We're on a walk." And she actually just made me think like I actually believe like this little like maybe a Yorkie or something. I don't know. I actually believe like maybe it is like a person because she's talking to
And
like,
it probably
it's, like, fully
can
a
like
person.
from like her different tones and like cadences in her voice. I feel like it would be able to know what she's saying.
Yeah, because it's like totally normal to talk to your pets too. Like it seems like everyone you meet does.
I know.
Like even if you don't know a dog, like you always like kind of like talk to it.
I know everyone talks to them. They have ears, so like they're listening.
But then there's like different varyings. Like I feel like some people just say like, "Do you want food or something?" But then there for sure is people that would have like full on conversations with their pet. Because I was like looking at Reddit threads, and some people said like, "Oh yeah, I actually do have like full conversations with my pet."
Oh my god, I don't think I ever have yet. If I would just like, "Oh, good girl," like just like saying like nonsense in a high voice to be like, "Oh, I love you," and then like they're doing something bad, it's like, "No."
That's another thing that people kept saying that everyone does, and it is kind of true. Why does everyone talks to their dogs like when they talk to an infant baby?
Yeah, maybe.
Just because like when you think of your dog understanding you, you don't picture them understanding a proper voice. You picture them understanding like, yeah.
But then again, if your dog's in your household and you're always talking in just your regular tone, they're like, "Oh, he's talking to other humans." But then you go, "Ah," then it's like, "Oh, this is for me."
Oh, okay.
So like it's then they know you're addressing them, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So the dog was chasing after you, and she was just like, "Oh, you won't be able to chase him." That's better. That's like a better, like lighthearted approach. Because have you ever had situations where you're on a walk and a dog lunges towards you, and then the owner goes into like this abusive vibe? Like they're not actually abusing their dog, but it's like, "Get over here! Get over here! Just stop!" But it's like, oh my god, you just feel so uncomfortable.
Oh
But I
no,
guess
when that happens, I hate that because it's like, if I'm being honest, I don't really give a f if your dog tried to like jump on me. You don't need to like get that mad at it.
Oh yeah, it's like stop! Like they're really trying. I guess they're just trying to train it, you know. But then I've also had a situation like in the last 2 years where I was on a walk, and then a dog, like this big dog, jumped out of a car and like ran towards me, and I think it was like kind of mad, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm about to get attacked." But it like was trying to jump on me and stuff, and then I think I just grabbed its collar so like it wouldn't jump on me. But then the owner came and just grabbed it and brought it into her house, but it's like she didn't even say like sorry or anything. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's I feel like that like felt, I guess maybe she was just in such a rush, but it was like, I'm now traumatized, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a victim from your dog and you didn't say sorry.
So she didn't say anything.
I think it was out of embarrassment, but it was still like, girl, like I'm a human.
I want a cookie.
I am a human being and you need to apologize. So that's when I knocked on the door. And I said, "Listen, I'm a human. You need to say sorry when your dog attacks me." And then me and her had a heart-to-heart for about 2 hours, and she realized she did something wrong.
I wonder if a heart-to-heart would ever happen in humanity if someone knocked on your door with that voice. Because if someone, let's say you did knock on a door after that and said like, "Oh, it made me uncomfortable what your dog did. Can you just apologize?" I actually could see a world where. No, I don't think everyone would, but some people would just say, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry that happened." Like,
yeah, I feel like most people
would.
would.
If they talked in that voice that you were talking in, saying, "I am a human," I kind of feel like no one would apologize because it'd be like, I feel like scared, like that you're gonna like plan like a hitman to kill me now or something.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody came to my door with that vibe of "I am a human and you did this," I'd be like, I think they might have like an issue, like I would immediately think they had like a big issue psychologically. So I'd be like, I'm just gonna try to like play nice and just hopefully this will end soon. You know what I mean? Like I would just try to end the situation as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And also like be like, "I don't live here, by the way." So like they wouldn't ever come back to see me.
Oh,
like this is
yeah,
my
like,
aunt's house.
That is a good idea for something like that.
That's a good idea if a creep comes to your door. Just say, "By the way, like I don't live here. Do you want me to give you," to make it seem more natural to say, "We're kind of hitting it off. Do you want me to give you my actual address?" And then like write down a fake address.
We're kind of hitting it off. But then have you heard about this? I've heard about it before. There's like these like keyboards, and I think they're used for other things, but then people started using them for their pets. Oh, well, I guess when you talk about talking to pets, first of all, people also talk to their cats. It's not
Oh,
Even people
for
like
sure.
talk to like if you had a job, well, people probably talk
Hamsters.
to it. Yeah, but then like would people talk to the board?
I guess if they're one of those speaking birds,
Oh yeah, that's true. Like
I feel like they would still talk to the birds and be like, oh, hey, oh my God. That
it seems like
that vibe.
people that have boards love them.
I know. We used to be bird people because our mom had birds, cockatiels.
Yeah.
Now there's always in the cage yapping. They'd fly around the whole living room, lay eggs that were never fertilized.
But they tasted good.
We never tried one.
I know you think one of us when we were like 8 would have like cracked one in a pan and be like, I'm gonna eat it.
I know. I wonder what a cockatiel egg is like.
Would it actually be a like
I think it
egg
would.
white and an egg yolk?
I think so. I'm just assuming all birds are the same. It'd be like probably a little gross one.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's this keyboard that people have been using, and like you could teach your pet how to speak through it. So basically, like, yeah, it's like you would start with just one little key on the keyboard, and you would have them press it and then give them a treat, and then like that could be the keyboard. That could be the key for like I'm hungry, and then for you could make a key for them being mad. And I guess how you do that is by like oh yeah, let's say like your dog likes going on walks, but they can't go on a walk with you. You would like show them like you would like press that key and then like have them look at you, so then they know like that's like a mad key, or like push, or like if you don't want them to sit by you one time, so you like press that key so then they recognize like that means mad. And I guess there's been like a few times when like people kind of do it successfully. I didn't know, but yeah, there's like people that like pets that are like famous on TikTok because they can like communicate however you want.
Oh my God, that's cool.
With their own,
that would work. Yeah, if they knew like what key, if they actually, I feel like it takes so much training for them to know each key, but that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen some sort of viral video like that rang a bell when you said the keyboard thing. Like I've seen something on Reddit or something of a dog, like touching this keyboard.
Oh yeah, there's like cats and dogs that do it. And I saw like something about like this one cat learned how to say like 2 things at once, like I'm hungry and I'm mad.
Wait, really?
I guess like there's this one famous cat on TikTok where her like most used word or key in the thing is mad.
That actually makes sense because aren't cats? Cats are always mad. They're happy like 5% of their life.
Yeah.
Wait, but what's the point of the owner knowing if they're mad? Because like it's like they're mad about something. Like would it be like I'm mad because I want more food, or is like it's just I'm mad and I want people to know? Like could your cat be fed? It had the litter boxes full. It's played. Like all of its needs are met, but it's still just mad and it wants to let them know.
But yeah, I guess maybe it could be helpful because you'd be like, maybe you have like a worm or something. But yeah, I wonder like in the dog's mind or the cat's mind, if this keyboard actually, because it could be a thing where they actually don't know anything, and
it's actually just a game to them, and they have no actual like ideas are associated with these keys.
Yeah, but then people said they've tried it, and it seems like it kind of works.
I feel like it would work because having people taught their dogs and cats to like ring a bell, like a bell's dangling and they ring it when they have to go to the bathroom, like that's basically a key. So like they could learn how to. It's
basically like if you wanted to associate an emotional word with that, it just is need to go potty.
Oh yeah, so I feel like they'd be able to do it for stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, you couldn't say like I need to go to the psychologist because I think I have bipolar. Like that couldn't be an emotion.
Oh yeah, because they never be able to get that one out.
Yeah.
That's funny. The cat can do 2 things at once. I'm hungry and I'm mad. Or even just like I'm full and I'm gonna go to bed, and by the way I'm mad.
What if like it'd be kind of fun if everyone stopped communicating and we just communicated with a list of 20 words. So I'm talking about literally like when you're communicating with someone, it just is happy, mad, or like just like let's move.
Didn't Elon Musk claim years ago, like half a decade ago at this point, that he was going to create this thing where like we would never have to communicate and we would just know everything about each other? But that would actually be kind of horrible if I think about it, because even knowing that, like I'd just be annoying, like because what if someone's in a bad mood but they're trying to get over it? So like then they're hanging out with you to be in a better mood, but then you immediately, they walk in and you just get bad mood. I'm mad. I'm so pissed. Fuck everyone. But like they're trying to get better, but now like they can't, because if I saw someone walk in with that energy, I would immediately be like, get the fuck away from me. And like it would turn into this whole fight.
Oh, wait.
Like I feel like we need to like hide certain emotions.
But I thought it would be the thing of like you kind of, it would be like, you know how I'm like talking right now and I'm like before I'm talking, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. I thought it would be like that type of thing.
Oh, like you're consciously doing it. I thought it was
it's not like just like, because if your consciousness was always, people could always see or hear it or however like they think this is going to work, that would actually be just so bad because people have all these intrusive thoughts.
Oh my God, you'd be driving on the street and like you'd see a car going towards you and their intrusive thought would be saying, I'm going to run into that car. And you'd be like, oh my God, like, and it would cause a wreck. Whereas they aren't even actually going to wreck into you. It's just everybody. It's just normal to always be thinking you're going to crash into other cars.
I didn't really think that far though. Like let's say there is like a thing where we all get it and like, you can just communicate without talking, and like it actually is so helpful.
And you just read everyone else's thoughts.
So, but how would it work though? Like you would have to, so you would form a sentence in your brain, because how would you do it, but also decide what you want to say?
Yeah. Also, I don't really understand it. I don't really get the invention either, because like talking is not like I enjoy talking. So I don't understand why we'd ever need to not be able to talk. You know what I mean? Like I feel like talking is already pretty efficient. So
yeah.
And plus, like I said, like we don't need to know everyone's deep innermost emotions. So like, unless they want you to know them. So I feel like it just would be too much.
Yeah, I do remember watching him talk about that on Joe Rogan like 6 or 5 years ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be cool.
It didn't happen.
He did say it was years away, but so I could see a photo like maybe in like 30 years, like or even like, couldn't you see like an article in 5 years? Like people have tried it and it works.
Oh yeah, a little telepathic. I mean, I would believe it.
People already claim they're telepathic, so.
Oh yeah, when you say
without the devices.
I want to read this book. There's this, what is her name? There's this woman who like she deeply researches things like so in depth and writes whole books about them. And she wrote an entire book called Phenomena, I think. It's about when the government used to research like mental phenomena in the mid-century. Like I think that was when it was really big, where they thought they wanted to test out like psychics, mediums, telekinesis, all of that stuff. They wanted to research all that because they were like, if this is real, like we got to get ahead of it, because if Russia gets it before us, like they're obviously going to kill everyone, you know? Like they'd just put it towards the military.
Yeah.
But I haven't read that book, but I want to.
I know, actually it does sound, so she would like learn all the history from that, and like, are the files actually public right now, or is it more just like she would like interview people that were in these experiments?
I think they've declassified a lot of them, but yeah, I think she would even go more in depth. Like she would find people who were involved in these experiments and stuff and interview them. And I think she like lays it all out like in an unbiased way, where it's not like she's trying to make you believe it, but also it's not like in such a skeptic way where she's discrediting everything.
Yeah, because I remember watching this podcast like years ago, how like, yeah, the government has done so much stuff like that. Like they tried. The book probably talks about that. What is it called? We've literally done it as like for fun. Shadow writing or shadow drawing. You just scribble and you might. So basically, like you could what is that called?
Oh, remote viewing?
Oh yeah, people would like remote view like another location in the world and then draw it, and like that's like a test they did. I don't know if it was successful or not.
Wait, but that's on my reading list. So if anyone's read it, let me know if it's good.
Oh no, I want to read that too. That sounds super interesting.
Oh yeah. Have you heard about the Crumbl cookie fiasco?
No.
There's a lot of drama with Crumbl cookie.
I'm starting to think that Crumbl cookie is doing drama on purpose, because why is there all these other dessert companies that are huge, but Crumbl cookie is always in the news, always has a story. I think they know what they're doing.
Oh my God, they're creating, they want to be a little tabloid company.
Yeah, and it actually probably works. But what's the drama? Maybe it's actually so bad. I don't know.
So it all happened down under in Australia.
So they're worldwide now?
Well, so in Sydney, it was announced that they were going to have a one-day pop-up. And all of the Sydney people were like, oh my God, we've been watching Crumbl cookie videos for years at this point. We need them. Like, they haven't gotten their hands on a Crumbl cookie yet, and they just have to watch all these Americans gobble them up every day on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were so excited when it was announced. There's hundreds of people online. And first of all, when people were buying them, they were like, these are very expensive. They were $12, whereas in the US, it's only $5 for a cookie, I guess.
Wait, it's $5 for a cookie?
And do you think it'd be more?
Okay, $5 when you think of a cookie, that sounds ridiculous.
They're giant.
But it's these big cookies, and I thought they would be kind of more. I actually thought they would be $10. I'm not
sure. From the article I read, they're $5 usually in America, but they were $12 there, and people were kind of annoyed at that. They were like, why are they so much more expensive just because it's Australia? But they're like, okay, maybe it's a one-day pop-up, maybe it's just more expensive. But then they were trying them, and they were posting reviews online being like, these taste like shit. Like, they're like not fresh. They're like, these are just gross. Like, you Americans are disgusting. Like, Crumbl cookie is so gross. But then it was revealed that Crumbl wasn't even behind this. Just some random people from Australia decided they flew to America, bought a bunch of Crumbl cookies, and then brought them back to Australia and sold them at double the price.
But this was actually talked about on the news in Sydney.
I don't know. Whoever this person was, they somehow got the handle on TikTok, Crumbl Sydney. So people were like, "Oh, this must be real." You know what I mean? Like, why would they assume it's someone faking it?
And they probably actually went to the actual Crumbl cookie page and actually did the exact branding.
Oh yes, everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is exciting!" But then the Crumbl cookie came forward and was like, "Yeah, like we are not associated with them. Like these." And then people were like, "These cookies are like over a week old. Like, are they even safe to eat? Like, you could have given people food sickness." But no one really knows what's going to happen with the people who did this because I guess, according to this lawyer, trademark registration needs to be applied separately in different regions. So if Crumbl hasn't done the trademark in Australia, technically
it's fine for them to do that.
Yeah, technically, like there's no legal repercussions, I guess.
Wait. So if that's true, have people tried that before? Like, I'm assuming none of us know, but like, let's say Dairy Queen, for example, isn't in Australia, but someone wanted to make their own version of Dairy Queen in Australia and there wasn't a trademark.
Well,
it actually would be legal for them to do that.
Remember when we were in Australia, we kind of had a conspiracy? There's Cold Stone Creamery in America as the ice cream place, but down there it was called Cold Rock Creamery. And it was literally the exact same thing where they roll the ice cream and all that stuff. And then we realized it wasn't even, we were like, because we were wondering, why do they call it Cold Rock down here? Like, that's funny. I wonder why. But then we realized it's actually not even the same company.
Oh yeah, we looked, yeah, it's not even. So yeah, that would be an example of like, maybe, just maybe, someone tasted Cold Stone and was like, oh wait, I'm going to make it in another place, but just name it a little bit differently, but it's going to be the same. They even did like the whole thing of like candy bars crumbling up. And
then so they went to thesaurus.com and put in stone and they saw, oh, another word for stone is rock. Cold Rock Creamery.
Yeah, or it could be the other way.
Oh, yeah, we don't know. Maybe America copied the one Cold Rock Creamery. We don't know.
Yeah.
But now the people who owned that Sydney thing, they're saying, like, you guys, like, never once did we claim this was Crumbl. They said, we never once claimed this as officially Crumbl. We're just Crumbl fans. So, like, they're trying to cover themselves now saying, like, we never officially said this was made by official Crumbl. You guys, we never once had that in the fine print.
People like this, like, actually make me, like, excited because it makes me think, like, I just love how people try shit. Like, I just love how they were in the United States, or they flew here just for Crumbl, and they brought it back. Like, it just makes me think, like, I'm glad they exist because they're really being innovative and just having fun, it seems like.
I know, and it is crazy how stuff like this in the 90s, this would have gone on for 10 years before anyone found out. Like, I feel like nowadays with TikTok, immediately, like, Crumbl in America's like, what the hell? This isn't us. But in the 90s, can you imagine? They would have had a full-blown operation down there, and, like, it would have never been found out. Because how would anyone, there'd be no communication between Australia and America. No one's calling each other. No one knows each other from those two countries. There wasn't the internet. Nobody would ever know.
I know. Yeah. What was the pop-up though? Like, because now that I know that it has nothing to do with Crumbl, like, was it literally just a picnic table and a little shitty piece of paper that you put in the printer? Crumbl Cookie Sydney.
That's the thing. I don't know. That'd be funny. I want to know how much I wonder if they did like pump in a lot of money and try to make it look official. If it was more of just a bunch of cookies on a cement and saying, grab one and here's the Apple Pay.
I know, because I just can't believe they tried it.
I know. You know, we're just trying to spread joy.
I wonder if anyone did get sick though.
Oh yeah, somehow I feel like I know, like, you aren't supposed, like, maybe you aren't supposed to eat them a week after, but you'd be fine even a month after.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's like same with. I feel like it'd be the same as a McChicken, you know.
Oh yeah, like, stuff doesn't actually go rotten. Isn't it all just fake? Remember I told you that guy at Trader Joe's told me that?
Yeah, I feel like the only stuff that goes rotten is like actual stuff. So strawberries, like, they actually have mold on them. And same with apples. It's like once they're so squishy. But once it gets to stuff like
tortillas, that's what the Trader Joe's thing was about.
The
guy came up to me and said, listen, like, this isn't real. Expiration dates aren't real for tortillas.
I believe it though, because we got Aquafina water the other day, and I just looked at the label and I was just examining the bottle because I was bored, And I saw that it went overdue in 2025. Like this bottle of Aquafina purified water that we were drinking would have been overdue next year.
Oh.
It's water. Like, unless I'm not aware of like mold could form in this specific plastic that Aquafina uses, but why would this water go overdue?
I feel like it's just them trying to protect themselves because Jacob literally did a video where he tried Pepsi from the 90s. Was it Pepsi or Coke?
A Coca-Cola, yeah.
It was Coke from the 90s or 80s?
From the 90s, like early 90s.
And you were fine.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, it just didn't have carbonation and the flavor kind of sucked.
So you guys just drink expired stuff.
Another thing that probably wouldn't go expired, but don't sue any of us for the last stuff we've been saying for the last 5 minutes, is like deli meat. Like, couldn't you see that would last literally the next 30 years?
I feel like that is all about the look and smell. Like, actually, it always smells gross, but the look. If the stuff starts growing on it, then don't eat it. But up until that point, don't ever look at that little date. It's propaganda. They're trying to control us.
Yeah, that's another version of the mask.
Oh, like the COVID mask?
Yeah.
I thought for some reason I just went to Jim Carrey.
Oh, the mask.
But yeah. Speaking of other horrible things that have happened.
I love talking about horrible things.
I found out, this is just so scary. Now I have a fear of being interrogated by the police. Hopefully that never happens anyway. But this is actually kind of old. It's from like May. But this guy got paid almost $1 million because he sued the police because they interrogated him for 17 hours and convinced him to say that he killed his dad.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, so he found him and his dad got in a fight, I guess. So his dad, he left after the argument, I guess, but then his dad just never came back and he was like, what the hell? Like, my dad's missing, LOL. So he went to the police and was like, LOL, like, my dad's missing. Like, what should we do? So the police were like, wait a second. And you guys got in a fight before he went missing? So they're like, okay. They grabbed him by the hair and threw him into an interrogation room. And we're like, you obviously killed him. So that's kind of what he's saying. That's what their motive was the whole time, like to be like, you did it. And I guess like maybe he got a few, if you were telling a story, or like all these cops were surrounding you and asking you questions, like you might accidentally say the wrong thing. Like so maybe he got some details wrong. And they were saying, okay, there's been some inconsistencies in your story. You said you had peanut butter and jelly for lunch, but now you're claiming you had a TV dinner. It's not adding up. You're lying. So there were little inconsistencies. And finally, 17 hours in, I guess he was so over it mentally and spiritually that he just was like, I killed my dad. And he might have actually believed it by that point. Because, if 17 hours cops were telling you, like, if like by the end, I'd be like, I guess I did do it. You know what I mean?
With the whole stories thing of a story not making sense after a while, if someone made me repeat a story even 3 times, if you really delve into everything I said, I could for sure believe that someone could say, it's not fully adding up because there's a few inconsistencies.
Yeah.
So with that whole thing, I like totally get how like it could just be different than the first time, the second and the third, just because you're repeating it so many times and like no one has like the memory of a robot.
Yeah. And so then he confessed he killed his dad and then was like, oh my God, I killed my dad. Like, this is horrible. Why did I do that? But I don't remember it. But I guess I don't remember it because it was traumatizing or something. Then they find out his dad's alive.
Oh, so
his
he
dad
came back.
His dad was just alive. Like he was at his girlfriend's house or something. So then he was like, so then they ended up doing the lawsuit and he won. But that's just so scary. Like, being in that situation, like now that's a new fear, being interrogated by the cops, which already obviously is a fear for everyone, but sounds even scarier now because they're going to convince you killed your dad.
What would have went down after this, I wonder, if the dad wouldn't have showed up? Because they'd probably want to find out like where the dad is, like where do you put the dead body? So I wonder, so you're literally just making up a story in your head because he didn't do it. I wonder like what your brain would do next. Like would you like since you believe that you killed someone, would your brain make up a story of like what you did, where you put the dead body? Yeah. I wonder what would happen next.
Well, wasn't there something? There was another Netflix documentary that kind of was about this, and like it was one of the
2016 or something.
Yeah, it was like the first true crime. Like I know there's always been true crime documentaries. It was like the first like mainstream one on Netflix. Wasn't like Making of a Murder or something.
Yeah,
it was the same thing where they convinced some guy he killed his dad or something like that.
Yeah, I remember I watched it,
but. Another thing, not to throw dogs under the bus, but I guess the little cop dogs. Another reason why they thought the son killed the dad is because the little cop dog went into the house and then told the cops it smelled a dead body. So it's like the little cop dog was just wanted to play fetch, but it's just, I feel like you just can't trust these dogs. They're gonna lie. They're liars.
They just want the bacon strip.
I know. They think. I bet you that is it. Can you picture if the dog finds quote unquote a dead body, it gets a Big Mac or something. So it's like, oh, I found a dead body. LOL. So because it just wants the treat.
I could see that.
But yeah, the cop dog smelled a dead body, but there wasn't even a dead body because the dad was alive.
This sucks for this guy because probably for the rest of his life, he'll have hopefully not, but he'll have like severe OCD.
I know.
He'll like wake up and be like, wait, did I kill anyone last night?
I know. He got paid $900K, but it's almost like, is that enough?
Yeah, because you actually thought you were gonna go to prison for life.
I know. I feel like he should get paid. Like maybe $900K, but then there should be other perks. Like something to do with like lifetime supply to Chipotle or something. Like there has to be other things that will benefit him besides just the $900K.
Like Uber Eats will deliver something every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe even a free trip to Disney World every year for 10 years. I feel like that you would get over it. That'd help you get over it faster, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like Disney World would just have to do that though.
Oh, maybe Disney World should hop in.
I know. I was just thinking about it. Like, if he made a TikTok and said Uber Eats, do you want to give me free stuff? Disney World, do you want to give me free stuff? Like, I wonder if any of them would.
Honestly, they would.
Would be like, oh yeah, you can come to Disney World for free, hotel for free, everything for free.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea for him. He would say, listen, I got $900K, but he said, let's all admit that's not enough. And he said, I just wish like Subway would come in and like give me more money. I just wish like Jimmy John's would do something. Like literally, one of them would do it, but it would suck because what if one you didn't even like did it? Like you picture like Arby's comes in and it's like, I don't even want that.
What if this happened? Nut Roll said, a lifetime supply of nut roll. I'm not joking. I would actually be like, I don't give a single shit.
I'd be like, I guess I'll take it, but it's like,
I
don't want it at all.
But I'd be like, I'm just giving this to other people because I don't care about nut rolls.
I know. It's like I'm traumatized and this isn't going to help.
But you know, when you're a kid, you always talk about like a lifetime supply of this. Like if you actually did get like a lifetime supply of like, let's just say Taco Bell, like do you think you would eat it more than you already do? Or like I wonder in like that scenario if you would even care after like 3 months just because maybe you just wouldn't even care because it's one of those things where, like people that win the lottery, they go to the same amount of happiness. Like,
yeah, I never understand the lifetime supply. Like,
and
I
what
always
does
feel
that
like,
even mean?
Yeah, I feel like there'd be little stipulations on it. Like, say for example, you get a lifetime supply of Chipotle. You know, they would say you can't get guac or something, but it's like, bitch, this isn't even a lifetime supply then.
Oh, you can't get extra chicken.
Or they'd say you can't get a soft drink with it, but it's like, what? Like I thought it was a lifetime supply.
I think Chipotle is one of those things where if they did say you get a lifetime supply, I probably would eat it every day.
But wasn't there a thing where they were doing it to influencers? I remember like in the 2010s, mid 2010s, like all these influencers were saying, yeah, like they're giving out these free cards and you get unlimited Chipotle if you're an influencer.
Why didn't you get it?
I never tried. I didn't think I'd be able to get one, but I heard other people had them. But that's what I always wondered, especially with influencers. It's like, what if 6 months later, no one cares about this influencer? Like you're still going to be wasting money giving them free Chipotle. Like when do they cut off the card? Is there a cutoff? Like can they deactivate at any point?
Oh yeah. So it would actually be a physical card from what you know?
That's what I heard.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like it probably would be what you said though. Like they can just cancel it at any point.
Yeah. Once you get canceled or something.
Oh yeah, they'd cancel it when you get canceled.
Oh!
I wonder if any other places do that right now. I feel like not.
Yeah, I feel like they don't. Yeah, it seems like that one would be a very good investment.
Yeah, I guess unless they like always talk about it or something, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ain't it. Well, is that it?
I think so.
Well, have a dandy week.
Yeah, just, it's, let the leaves fall, and yeah, let the rain fall down. That's what was in my mind when I was trying to remember, and I just remembered it.
Bye.
Bye.